Hi, my name is Jenny. I am the founder of Awareness Hong Kong. Welcome to the first episode of this soft disclosure series that I put out in Cantonese recently. I thought that I would have to do an English version anyway for my English speaking audience and customers. So this is the first episode of the English version. Probably I will do one English version, one English edition every 2 or 3 Cantonese editions, because the information that I am presenting in Cantonese, they pretty much come from English sources. Like 99% of them come from English sources. So in this episode, later on in this episode, I will share directly with you the sources that I actually use for these years. And so you could go check them out yourselves later on. And after you get some idea of what I'm presenting in this series, you'll probably be able to go directly to those materials and information sources yourself and find out the details yourselves very easily. Nevertheless, I would like to do a few English version editions, at least in the very beginning. So you have some idea of what I am communicating with my Cantonese speaking audience. So our company is an online store in the very beginning, and then we became a small shop upstairs in an industrial building in Kuntong area. And we opened another small shop in Trang Quan O in late 2022. So, and over the past 2 years, we have been publishing some short videos, which feature some small fun facts around like some topics around the natural environment, and some less popular, less talked about topics, not that we want to share our views on with together with a YouTuber, a freelancer, Kali Mock. And around mid last year, 2023, we started to publish information on another new topic called consciousness. And I actually published around 10 pieces of small passages that I wrote myself online on our social media accounts, together with a few videos on these topics with Kali Mock. And these contents around consciousness, and later on other contents of a little bit more sensitive nature are all now available on our website, www.awarestore.com.hk. So probably in next few videos, we will go through those video and in writing contents with you. Probably we'll go through a few pieces per video together with my additional background and views to share with you alongside. And so later on, you would have a better idea on what we are trying to get across to you. So in this first video, maybe I could give you a little bit background on why I have this information to share with you in the first place. So when I was preparing for the launch of this company around 2014, 2015, I had to do a lot of research on many different things, including the market situation and the products in the industry and every related aspects of the industry. I read a lot of articles and information on wellness and on the natural environment, etc., including politics. So around that time, it was a time of the United States presidential election. And when I was doing my research, I came across a lot of information that I could not find on mainstream channels. And around 2016, I started to find out that what I heard about climate change and carbon emission is actually a misleading concept. So after a couple of years of time of research, I was pretty sure that we have been misled in terms of the mainstream narratives on climate change, carbon emissions, and other topics. So I was very fascinated by the special information I found online myself. And later on in 2020, it was the start of the so-called pandemic. And so during the course of 2020, I started to find out other viewpoints on these websites that I was already looking at a lot. And they share a lot of information and viewpoints that weren't available on the mainstream media. And at that time, I came across a topic called Q and the English letter Q. And it was then I found out that we were actually in the midst of a global military so-called operation. And it was at time I started to hear a lot about topics on spirituality and also how that so-called military operation played out until this moment. So I would like to use my company's platform to share such information with you, since my company is actually about raising people's awareness. By its name, it's called Aware Store, and so it is very much what I want to do with my company to help you uh, become more aware of what you use every day, you eat every day, and to better understand the situations around yourselves locally in Hong Kong and in the whole world. So in this series, I will be doing this to share information with you. Why it is called self-disclosure? It is a term used by the related parties I just mentioned, who are responsible for this so-called military operation, this worldwide military operation. And they have been doing so much work since around 9 or 10 years ago, actually many years ago. And I think starting this year in Hong Kong, it is the right time for me to help share this kind of information with you. So this is why I chose this time of the year to start having this conversation with you guys. So I said that I would like to share with you the sources that I referred to during the course of my research these 8 or 9 years, and I will do that right now. So I'm gonna share screen, and you would see a list of people's names. If you want to do a screen capture, you can, but I would like to first say that not all of these people I'm still referring to these days, but why I still list them here is because at some point in time, what they share with the public and their viewpoints have been very valuable for me. So I still list them here, but many of them I do not refer to recently. I mean, I don't really look at the materials that much these days. So I would like to give you a glimpse on what I looked at over the years. So I will tell you a little bit about them along the way. So in 2014, right from the start in Hong Kong, I looked at the information shared by Dr. Simon Chow a lot. So he's a health guru, and he has been sharing his unique views on wellness, health, and other sensitive topics over the years in Hong Kong for decades. And next person is Dr. Wan Qin. He is an Hong Kong government official. He was a professor in a university in Hong Kong. He wrote a lot of books, and his viewpoints have been very, very valuable for me. And the next person is Mike Adams. Mike Adams is an American who has prolific contents to share with the public over the years. His main website is naturalnews.com. This website I looked at a lot in early years, 2014, 2015, and even to this day. The next person is Gary Vaynerchuk. He is kind of a famous person, very specialized in doing social media marketing. He also shares his very unique views on his personal life, and I mean his views are very, very useful for me as well. The next person, Prince Yi. He is a content producer. He writes a lot of songs and produces a lot of music videos. In these music videos, he shares a lot of useful information as well. His views are very helpful. Next is Brian Rose. He is the founder of londonreal.com, LONDONREAL.com. During the COVID years, he interviewed David Icke, and it was when I started to look at Brian Rose's contents. So he interviewed a lot of people, and those interviews are very, very informative and useful as well. The next person is Alex Jones. Alex Jones is also an American. He operates Infowars.com, Infowars.com. It is a very large platform. They talk about everything around the US politics, and he is also very concerned about people's health. So David Icke is quite famous. He wrote a lot of books, and he shares a lot of truths over the years. Robert Kiyosaki is the author of the Rich Dad Poor Dad books. He has special views on the world's financial system, and he is very outspoken. Candace Owens is you could call her a Donald Trump supporter. She shares a lot of very down-to-earth views on issues concerning the US citizens. So her views are very popular among some Americans. David Trublick is a broadcaster. He produces a lot of contents and does a lot of interviews with different people, different guests. I learned a lot of information from those interviews and contents. Jesse Sepulveda is one of the guests on his in his shows or programs, and I would like to talk about her at a later time. Dr. Charlie Ward is the spokesperson for the new financial system that we will be switching over to. He has his website. His website is charlieward.com. You might want to look at his website and his interviews. They are very simplistic and easy to understand. I watch his interviews almost every day. Sadhguru is the Indian guru. You might have heard about him before. He is a very well regarded person who shares a lot of spiritual views and help a lot of people. Robert David Steele is a former CIA agent. He has a lot of valuable information to share with the public as well. Scott McKay is a US patriot. He has his channels to share his views with his audience. I enjoyed watching his interviews and contents. Sacher Stone is supposed to be a former United Nations official, I believe, and he later on came out to participate in other humanitarian initiatives. He is a very interesting person. Gene Decode is a nickname, I believe. He is a US military veteran. He shares a lot of information on the military side of the story. Nicholas Feniamin is British. He operates his platform and does a lot of interviews with many different guests, and those interviews are very, very informative as well. So one of the guests he interviewed is Michelle Fielding. Michelle Fielding is now doing a lot of channeling. I'm not sure if you believe in channeling, but later on in our soft disclosure series, we will probably talk more about the consciousness side and spiritual side of the issue, and we will probably talk a little bit about channeling then. Michael Tellinger is a scientist. He is like an expert in researching the Earth's magnetic fields. More recently, he is involved in a project called One Small Town, and he teaches people how to do community work and not rely on mainstream tools to sustain their lives. His project is based in different cities right now, and for the most part, one small town project is a way to show you how to sustain your normal life without using mainstream resources. I mean, governmental, traditional governmental resources. The next person is Dr. Michael Saller. Dr. Michael Saller is a very well-known expert in exopolitics. His platform is called, his website is exopolitics.org, exopolitics.org. His YouTube channel is also very popular. He has new contents to share every 2 or 3 days, and I very much enjoy watching his programs. And Aladana is now a emissary of the galactic, let me look at my notes. Emissary for the Galactic Federation of Worlds. I believe it's an outer space organization. She studied archaeology in Egypt, and she speaks a lot of different languages. Dan Winter is a was originally an electrical engineer, and for the past few decades, his work is mostly on researching and studying, you could say, sacred geometry. He shares a lot of information on how we could understand consciousness from a physical point of view. Very, very interesting stuff. Daryl Anka is also a famous channeler. He channels a person called Basha, and Basha teaches a lot of helpful contents to help people navigate their lives. So, okay, the next person is Emily Tang. Emily Tang is a lady I came across when I looked at interviews on the new financial system subjects. She had been quite inspiring. Nanny Henderson is a spiritual teacher. She organized an annual conference now for the first time this year, connecting contactees. He is a she. She invites guests like Dr. Michael Sala and then Adnan that I just talked about, and also Alex Colia here and Sean Charles Moyen. These people are very familiar with how the outer space and extraterrestrials had an impact on matters on our Earth. The next one is Tim Ballard, and Jim Caviezel. Tim Ballard is a former US Homeland Security agent. he was involved in doing investigations, and he ended up quitting his job to go on some rescue missions to search for some kids. And his work had been put into a Hollywood movie called Sound of Freedom. So this movie is about human trafficking. Jim Caviezel was a Hollywood film producer and actor, so he plays Tim Ballard in this movie. Pascal Jadi is a was a Swiss banker. His father is one of the co-founders of the World Economic Forum. He recently put out some videos, quite groundbreaking ones, and hopefully we could go through them with you later on. So here are like most of the figures that I looked at over the years, and I omitted some of them intentionally, and I would like to share about them at a later time. So later on, you could look at these sources yourselves, and you will pretty much have some idea of what I will be sharing in this soft disclosure series. Oh, I would like to remark that over the past few years, I already stopped using the Google search engine. I switched over to DuckDuckGo, DuckDuckGo, because Google filtered out a lot of truth related contents. But I would like to say that recently DuckDuckGo is also compromised, and but I would like to remind you that when you do your own research, you might want to avoid using Google or DuckDuckGo. And hopefully I could share with you where I find my information with you, so you do not have to rely that much on those conventional search engines online. So when I talk about the worldwide military operation, please don't be scared, because I didn't know that there are a whole lot of well-minded people in the military, and now I know. So so don't be scared. I will share with you in more details later on in this series. And we are actually on a very positive path to our future in Hong Kong and in the whole world. So please be patient, and later on you'll find out more. Later on, if you have any questions, you're welcome to ask. And I prefer Facebook. It is where I spend more time on. I don't use Instagram that much. So if you have any questions, you could leave some comments on our Facebook platform. And in this series, I will be sharing this kind of special information with you and my own viewpoints. And please remember that you don't have to agree with everything that I say, because I really hope that you could do your own research. And my information is only for your reference. So I would like to divert your attention to the topics on consciousness, and I will definitely share more with you on this topic. And I mentioned that I placed related contents onto our awareness.com.hk website. So in next videos, we will go to our website, and there's a subpage here. If you go to our website, it looks like this. And under this resources section, you will find this consciousness topic. So in this page, the top contents are the latest ones, and those at the bottom are the oldest. So in the next video, I will share with you the first few pieces here. The first one is a short video produced by Callie. So until then, see you guys next time. Thank you very much for watching.